Okay, so this is the Adam that I was talking about, okay? It's so weird because there's like an evil intended energy over here, but like he's completely separate from himself. Okay, and he holds a lot of love even for these evil people who have these evil intentions. Anyways, putting that aside, this is the healer that I was speaking about, that like I just have so much admiration and respect, okay? Admiration and respect. This is who kind of like put the pieces together of what I can do in my mind, okay? And how I was able to like really, really heal myself down to like understanding it to a cell level. Like I need to practice more, and I need to look at like, I'm being guided to look at like the parts of the body, like on like a health book, like to see what it looks like anatomically. I don't know if I said that word, I probably butchered it, but like, you know what I mean? Know what it looks like and how it functions. Known only as Adam, the author is a young and incredibly gifted, distant healer. Okay, this man, he looks at pictures. He'll look at a picture of a person, and then he'll be able to, like, in front of him, like, look at the holograph of that person and know where the blockages are, okay, within that person's body, and heal them from, like, across the world. Okay. There was like a picture, they gave this man a picture one time, okay, and it was of an astronaut in space, and like he like brought up his hologram, and he like noticed like the distortions within like this hologram, and then he like spoke it, and they're like, yeah, he's in space. Something like that, in memory of my cat Gizmo, my good friend. Aw. Rest in peace, Gizmo. Okay, so like he brings it to like a scientific level too, right? He has worked with a scientist like as like a mentor, I believe. I need to read this from the beginning again, and that's what I'll do. Read this from the beginning again, but let me read the contents, okay? How it all began, okay? The vision, the origin of the universe. The field of information. So when we say it, like when healers or intuitive say we're tapped in, okay, that's what it is. The field of information. Symphony of light, consciousness. I think he's the one who kind of touches on how he had telekinesis and he recognized it as a child. Like he'd go and like lunge for something, say a pen. I think it actually was a pen or maybe a pencil. He'd go for like lunge to something and it would fly across the room, right? Emotions and attitude, okay? Lifestyle habits, like everything to do with emotions and attitude. Beliefs in spirituality, affirmations and spirituality, reincarnation, karma, and the spirit world. And he also goes through healing visualizations, okay? It's in bold, okay? And that's because of the importance to these healing visualizations. When I died, when these people killed me, okay, in the hospital, I saw a bright white light, okay? It took over every cell in my body, okay? That includes the cells in my eyes, and that's why I couldn't see anything but fluorescent white, like, right? And that's what brought me back. So like these visualizations, these healing visualizations are like key to like healing things, okay? The light. Yeah. When I was going through this stuff, like I tried to like telepathically tell this man like what's been going on with me, okay? And I honestly feel like he got the message, but like I was able to telepathically communicate with my mentor at one point. Okay, she was my mentor at one point. She taught me a lot of things. Brenda, her name is. Okay, and I tell her that I loved her, and I'd energetically feel her telling me that she loved me back. Okay, but like at first I didn't know if it was working, and then I felt love. Right, I felt love, so I knew it worked. Okay, so when this was going on, and I was reading one of these books, I was like, okay, go back in my memory bank, look at this, look what happened. And this was when I was like writing a part of my book. And I was reading this book at the same time I was writing my book. And I was speaking about these evil people in my book when they lured me in and tampered with my vehicle and a bunch of things like that. So I was really in this state of letting that go. And before I let it go, I was trying to channel Adam and letting him know. And I feel like he got the message. I just do. Okay. And then I also want to speak on this. Okay. I found a SIM card in here. Okay. I used to smash my phones. Okay. Because every single phone I got was hacked. Every single carrier I went to was hacked. Okay. And I don't know. They told me something about the towers, but I'm not going to dig into that right now because I don't really care. Okay. About the hacking anymore, but like I smashed so many phones, and I know this was a SIM card from one of the phones that I had. Okay. Throughout these last, like, how many years? 4 years almost? 4 years. Okay, somebody has income support in my name out of Saskatchewan. That is not me. Okay. Come in. I'm busy, sweetie. Mama. Sweetie, I said. What? You can have some gushers. Did you eat your breakfast? Okay. Okay. Okay, so income support reference number CLN-004106718. Okay. Client service 1-866-221-5200. Okay. That is not me. Okay. That isn't me. It'll look like it is me, okay? Because in a sense, I was guided to create that, but then I was also guided not to accept any money through it, okay? So it would look like I made this from me, okay? I didn't in fact take any money from there, okay? So that was like me guided to do something and not accept anything from it, just to catch up whoever wanted to use that reference number. So you're welcome. And yeah, that's like as you're trying to create traps for people, God is creating traps for you through me and other earth angels. Okay. And then the health ID is TWatche1, all lower caps, TWatche1. Okay. The password is, I'll be in a minute. I'll come get them for you, okay? The password is apple and honey $, capital APPLEANDHONEY $, okay? So if you want to have a look at this is just for like investigation purposes only. And any other thing that they signed up for to receive money, that is not me. Okay, I'm not receiving any income right now other than child tax. And the child tax that I am getting is a lot less than what I should be getting. Okay? I'll be right back. It's like freezing in here, but I don't want to turn the fan on because it's blowing cold air. So I gotta call my dad and be like, what do I do? What do I do? I made this deck when I was like really broke in college. I'm still really broke, but I'm not in college anymore. I graduated. Yeah, Tarot by Tori, and I put a little sticker on it. And it's just literally cue cards. Committed to silencing you, okay, this judge. That was their intention. Debt, money driven. These cue cards, like they spill. So I'm pretty excited to use these. The cue cards are out. I put it on my community tab. I took a picture and I was like, the cue cards are out, boys and girls. I haven't took them out on YouTube yet. They hold, the energy they hold is like, there's so much energy because like I was in like the midst of this shit, like still like being arrested for stupid shit. Okay? In the midst of these evil people at the time when I made these. So like the energy that they hold is just so intense. Okay? That's why I put them away. I'm like, I don't want to look at these. Oh shit. Okay. You know what? We're going to pull this deck first. Okay, I'm being guided to pull this deck first, okay? I said, put this paper in front of you. Put this paper in front of you. Talk about impulse. Okay, so impulse. What about it? Okay, so there's times where we feel like we need to make an impulse decision based on what somebody else tells us. Okay, and then there's times where we feel we need to make an impulse decision based on an emotion. Okay, and then there's time, which is what gets triggered when there's someone outside of us telling us something, right? And then so that's basically the same thing. So and then so we can do it with our own thought, and then we can also have it with third party bringing it to us, okay, where it triggers an emotion. And then there's time where we get an impulse out of nowhere. Okay, and the way to like there's you got to act on those ones. There's a way to understand when to act on an impulse and when not to. Okay, when it's being brought to you, you don't act. When it's being brought on by an emotion, you don't act. Okay, until you sit with that, process it, get yourself centered, and then feel impulsed to act. Okay, and most of the time when something gets brought to you or brought upon by an emotion, the thing to do, the challenge to do is not to act at all. Okay, and it's difficult to not when you're in your emotions. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, but like say I'm getting like an impulse to do something now, and there's no real reason behind it. Trust your gut. Okay, that's your intuition. Okay, like I said yesterday, like your intestines are connected to your brain, which is like that, hence that gut feeling. That gut feeling to just switch up, to take another route, to move something, move finances, to avoid something. Okay, so like that's when we trust our impulses, right? And another thing is like, what is the motive? Like, what is that person's motive by bringing me this? Like, that's none of my business. Fucking refocus, right? Like, still listen, because what if that's God's message, right? But then when you recognize that it's not God's message and it's not your business, and they are just trying to persuade you into trapping you in the mind or making you believe something about someone else who's actually your match, then you know that someone's trying to put you in your emotions in order for you to make a decision, right? So it's like, know when to act on impulse and when not to act on impulse. Like I'm getting like, somebody knows how to get you in your emotions in order to like sway you or in order to switch up. Okay. They feel like they know you. Ooh, and they're really cocky with it, okay? And they like, oh, okay. How do I explain this one? They know how to present something to make you act immature out of them acting immature. You know how someone acts really fucking immature, like it's mind-boggling how immature they're fucking acting. So then you get out of character slightly, but you still get out of character. Okay, that's like this shit. That's like this shit. I mean, like someone like literally calling someone a little bitch, like real degrading fucking energy here. Like they talk to someone like they're not shit, man. Like for real. I'm out of coffee. And now somebody wants to come in and like, I'm sorry that I like ignored this. I'm sorry. It's just someone's going to tell you some shit, some bullshit, and act as if they want to love now, but it's to further entrap you. Just be like, nah. Just be like, nah. Or be like, yeah, I understand, I forgive you, but I mean, like, nah. Like, that's like an old cycle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Old cycle, new cycle. Old cycle, new cycle. Debt, incarceration, death, unknown. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Okay. Hater, appreciation. Doubt, empowerment. It's up to you. It's up to you. Like, it's very clear which one's uphill and which one's downhill. It's very clear. It's very clear. It's just whether or not you're going to get over this fear of the unknown. Ooh. I don't fear the unknown anymore, okay? I used to a lot, okay? I found a certain comfort in this. Until I recognized what it was and how the contrast, okay? The contrast between what I was living in and what it could be. And what it could be was very attainable. It doesn't cost any money to be happy. Okay, and once I realized that, I'm like, okay, so if I stop choosing this, it has to be like insurmountably, like incredibly better. Like, right? Even on my own, it's better. Even on my own, I'm way happier. Okay, anything's better than this. Okay, once you start like really weighing out your pros and cons, sit down and really thinking about it. What's better than this? Pretty much anything. Okay, pretty much anything. It could be like a hard decision because there's like family involved. You have to choose yourself over anybody in this life. And that's like the hardest lesson, one of the hardest lessons that I learned, right? I learned about self-worth when I left domestic violence situations. But then I had to learn it again, even more in depth, okay? Because I didn't learn it hard enough. So it's like, yeah. So it's like anybody over you. You have to pick you over anybody. Anybody, including your children, your parents, anybody. Pick you. And then the overflowing love that comes from you loving yourself will radiate to everyone around you. Okay? And that's how they're affected by your love. Your self-love. Okay? That was a big lesson that I had to learn. You didn't knock? Hi? What's up? You hungry still? Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go make some more breakfast. I'm getting like someone has to go bankrupt because they have to give some sort of money back. And now they're bankrupt or homeless or whatever, poverty. So now they're like, hey, how's it going? Hi, I missed you. I love you. They're like presenting it in a certain way, but it's because they feel mentally trapped, and that's the truth. Oh, I was gonna make a coffee. I'll be right back. Luckily, it like doesn't. Never mind. Pause. Okay, I'm getting that the same family that's going broke is like, they had you going broke by manipulating your finances as they were like celebrating. Fulfilled. This is like the happiest they've been in their life. While you were like this, and like they had this happen for you. Okay? They had this happen for you. I'm starting to like my coffee black. Like starting to like it. Starting. These people are starting to like you. All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden. They felt like they were going to have this new beginning now that they were able to manipulate your finances. And they did for a while. But they're fucking foolish. They're foolish because now it's coming back. You see? You see how it comes back? I don't know why I'm hearing that. It's circling back, right? That's what the infinity symbol does. It circles back. And now you're a fool with 0, man. Number 0. Broke. The Tower. You could be homeless. Or being left out when it comes to someone, a relationship. Oh yeah, okay, I was getting like a feminine that you like circled back towards before. You feel like you were a fool for circling back and like leaving someone out in the cold. Okay? You circled back. It could be like you could have a family with these people. This person. Okay, but I'm getting like a karmic. It could be a masculine or a feminine, but I'm getting like you were the bread maker. You were the bread maker, and the only reason they wanted you to circle back to begin with is because of money, because of finances, because they know that they're broke on their own. But you feel like a fool forever taking this leap of faith back, circling back. And they're like really cocky about how they play you. They're really cocky about how they play you alongside with your family or something like that. Or yeah, you're letting go of the hurt that this is like been through the war, but you're letting it go. You're letting it go. They feel like left out in the cold. They're like, you mean I put them through all that and you're just gonna let go of it like it's nothing? Well, yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. But like this person like put you through so much shit behind the scenes, okay? This person could hide behind the church. Anyways. Or they could have relations with someone within their church. That's juicy. Well, that's juicy now. Now, isn't it? Ooh, okay, now I'm getting like dirty talk. Shit, in the church? Jesus. What the hell? An end to this? There's an end to like a family, or like you're transforming after everything this family put you through? This is making me nervous for them, man. Like, they're caught. They're caught. Somebody's caught for all the work that they did. You're aware of this. This makes them anxious how much strength you have. There's like a death in the family or an ending in the family. Okay? And it's due to like the work that they do. The work that they do to create. Oh, this is like a conjuring up, like the work that they do. And then I'm getting drawn to like the entities that are like tormenting this woman here. It's like it didn't affect you because you're independent, pre-empress energy. You're strong, independent. Okay? You've already learned this. You've already learned this. It's like they put you through the war and expected you not to learn anything. But you learned everything. You learned all your lessons. Okay? And now it's time for things to circle back for these people. And there's a certain amount of fear. I'm getting Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. These people celebrated trying to kill you. These people celebrated the fact that you were going to die. But you had the strength and the knowledge. And with the help of the hands of God, you came out of it, pre-empress energy. Okay, so not only are you independent, but these people are haunted at the fact that you get this money to yourself. And that's just how it goes when you empower yourself, right? When you empower yourself, you fight against adversity, right? It's not going to be easy, but the payoff is like, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, it's worth it to fight against adversity. It's worth standing in your power, man. There's like when you do the work, it pays off. The inner work, man, that healing work, that shadow work. When you choose you above anybody else. Okay, and then the people that are around you just are like a beneficiary off of like that energy you feed yourself, that magnificence, that love, that pure divine energy. Okay, unconditional love. Okay, loving with no conditions. Right? These people love with on condition. Okay, and when you can't give them what they want, okay, and there's a certain like number on your head, they'll fucking off you, man. This is like somebody's family and like a bunch of karmic people that like invested in this. They want you to take a leap of faith and be uncommitted when it comes to switching up. Somebody's really cocky with how they can play you. Go ahead, but I'm not finding it for you. I'm done looking for the iPad for you guys. I'm sorry. Nice. Communication. Yeah, this person's going to communicate with you because they want you to switch up your idea. Or they feel something like circling back for them. They feel you like taking a leap of faith in a different direction. Okay? Maybe they energetically feel you weighing out the pros and cons of this situation and feel like you're going to take a leap of faith. Okay? Because you feel like a fool for ever circling back to begin with. Okay, so they're going to try to communicate. Whoever this person is to you, they're going to try to communicate to have you switch up again. And they're really cocky with it. I'm just getting they're really cocky with it. And their excuse is like, who does he think he is? Like, why is he being all fucking cocky all of a sudden? But the thing is, you're not being cocky. You're being self-confident. You're having self-esteem. Like, your self-esteem has increased. You've been loving yourself. Okay? This person is just such a narcissist that they feel like you loving yourself, you feeling yourself, you being confident in self and taking care of yourself is cockiness. Because that's how cocky that they are in defeating you. So like, how dare you even have any sort of self-confidence? Okay, that's how cocky they are. It's projection. It's projection. But it just might not look like projection because you have self-confidence and now they're like knocked down a few pegs. okay? Because you haven't been entertaining this. You haven't been. You've like, to a certain degree, recognized what it is, but like you would totally cut, block, delete all communication if you really understood how deep it went. My kids are all yelling inside, but they can sort it out themselves. It's like, you kids are going to have to learn to negotiate between each other, right? I'm not going to be the mediator when it comes to the iPad, or I'm just going to take it away. They'll figure it out. Okay, I'm supposed to move on from this. I'm supposed to move on from this just like you are, okay? I'm supposed to move on from that just like you are. Someone treats someone like shit and they allow it. It's like you're saying, like, don't fucking talk to me like that. But then you go circle back for more. Like, yeah, you're saying it. Yeah, you're like, but you're completely engaging in it. Like, by you having a reaction like, don't fucking talk to me like that, you're stooping, man. You're out of character. What if someone walked into that room in that instance while you're saying that? I'm walking I hear, don't fucking talk to me like that. I'm going to turn around and run, man. I'm going to turn around and run because I can feel the toxicity off of you. When it wasn't even you who initiated it. You understand? It's like, yeah, you're like, feel like you're standing your ground by what you say, but then you're circling back for more. And you're listening again. And you're coming back again. And you're still talking to them. Okay? It's like, what? So you still want it then? So you still want it? So you're still accepting of it? So you're still receiving the same old cycle? That's what you're showing the universe. Okay? The universe can't hear the concept of your words, but it can feel your vibration. That's a vibrational match to the person that just triggered you. You guys are on the same frequency. Until you get away from this person. Until you love self. Witch, warlock. You're still communicating with the person who did magic on you. Intention. Intention. Unable to speak up to new love. New love. Okay, they want you to not be able to speak up when it comes to this new love, and they've done magic on it, okay? That's what that means. Switch the deck. Okay. Be kind. Be kind. Okay, but I'm getting like, be kind to self, man. Take it easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. And if you're around someone who isn't as kind as you are to yourself, that person doesn't deserve to be in your energy. Be humble. Parental issues. Parental issues. Look at that. Like, you feel bad for cutting these people out. Like, you feel a certain amount of guilt. Escort. Envious. I'm getting green with envy. Damn, so sexy. Temptation. 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 Like, you feel guilty, you feel sad, but you don't recognize that this person has, like, fucking, like, real degrading, okay? They know how to, like, turn you on. You're a follower. Ooh, I'm getting like all of a sudden they'll be like turn on their following. They're like turn on their following. When it comes to like following the church. Someone's not protected by the church anymore. Overindulge in sex. Yep. Damn, so sexy. Like the answer to this is like, avoid this setup and start some affirmations, self-affirmations, okay? To be able to fight, this is like the end of the adversity. This is the end of the adversity. So it's like, start thinking positive now. Now that this like stage of this situation is over, I'm getting like a series. Now that this stage of this series is over, okay, you have to start thinking positive. You have to. Because now you can't blame it on those negative people. You can't blame it on those karmics anymore because they're not around. Or if you choose to not have these people around, which is what you should do, otherwise you're a follower, not a leader. Okay? You have to be able to turn on this way of positive thinking because now what you manifest is up to you. Like the fate of yourself is in your hands, man. It's in your hands. And now you can't blame it on anybody else. Like if you circle back to those people, you can't blame it on anybody else but you. Like that's on you. That's on you. Okay, I'm getting all of a sudden I'm getting back like when one of my exes like got his ex to move in with us. Someone could be getting out of addiction. Or there could be like a death due to addiction. I'm getting like that addiction's over, but it's only over because of like a death. Or somebody transformed out of addiction, but it's like somebody's family really manifests them to be in addiction ever since that they were a child. They manifested this for you. They like gave you up somehow. But God didn't let it happen. God didn't let it happen. Projection. They're projecting addiction in your life. They're projecting addiction in your life. So if you are like, feel like you're struggling with addiction, okay, it isn't your fault. It literally, in this case here, it literally isn't your fault. Your family's been projecting this onto you for years, okay? And this happened to me too. Like literally my family would make me feel guilt, shame, all these fucking ugly ass feelings my entire life for like using drugs. But they never talked to me about my emotions, about sexual abuse and domestic violence and stonewalled me and like, so they, not only did they neglect me on like a psychological level and emotional level, but they made me feel like shit about it too. It's like they had no problem dishing out how much of a piece of shit I was, but that never, ever, ever helped me. Just kept adding more problems and projecting more mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, right? Where it's like, I don't even really give a fuck, right? Like, I don't even really give a fuck what you think, right? And then that's not a good headspace either. And then they'd milk that for a while until I got myself out of that. But it's like, somebody's family does this to them. And literally I like got this premonition of like my hair being cut off as a kid, and I remembered that, and I remember just fucking crying. Like my heart was broken because they braided my hair and like cut my braid off my head. Okay, I remember really crying. Like I felt like I felt violated by getting my hair cut because my hair was so long and they braided it and they pulled it back and cut it off my head. Okay, and then I found this braid in a bag with my baby bonnet. Okay, so my braid, my baby bonnet, and then a crop top shirt that was all fucking cut up and it said party animal on it. Okay, all in a bag, in a chest, in a basement. And I'm getting like, this is like the type of shit. Okay, like it's the same shit that happened to me. Maybe not the exact same story, but they try to offer you this family. And it has something to do with the time you were born, okay? And the time I was born was 444. Okay, that's the time I was born. 0444. Like 4 a.m., 44 minutes. Okay, 444. That was the hour I was born. And like, you know when an infant is special, right? You know. They wanted this for fulfillment. Ooh, that's evil. That's evil. I'll be family dispute, man. Family dispute. I'll be done in like 10 minutes. Greatness. They saw your greatness, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Ooh, spooky, hey? Spooky. And I was getting like premonitions of like them like having like ceremonies and weird shit. Like there was smoke in the air and like my braid was there. It was so fucking weird. It was so weird. They saw this extraordinary love and now they don't got it, man. That's like an end to giving this love and this family any sort of love. Like that's the end of it. That's done. You know what you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. Like, you know the type of love that you got is extraordinary. Okay? You fucking heal with it. Okay? Like, when you're alone, you can like, I'm gonna like move mountains, man. Like your family put you there. Look at, I got like fam. Okay, I got fam. I'm gonna cover up Lee. I got fam. Put you there. Okay? They like dissed you all the time. But it's like you have to like, I love you. You have to love you. You have to love you. I don't know how I got that from that, but it's like family, this family like dissed you and put you there, but you they're going to fail. They're going to fail. They're going to fail. This is going to backfire just by you loving yourself. Okay? So it's very important to just like love yourself and don't take anything that these people say as true. It's like X. That's false. Okay? For me, I don't even process what these people say, honestly. I don't. I just don't. I tune it out and I just agree. I just agree so that they feel like they're loved and that, you know, there's no disputes and that whatever. But it's like the end of like me ever really caring for real. Like God blocked my heart from caring for these people and their problems. Before I'd take on their problems and I'd try to solve them and whatever. Now I act like I'm trying to solve them and I don't go any further than that conversation that I just had. Okay? My heart literally doesn't give a fuck what these people go through because that's their problem. Because of how they set me up. Okay? And I just give this love to myself. And I appreciate myself. And I'm like, damn, good job, Tori. That was really good. That was really good. That was really good. Okay? And I get my love from spirit. I get my love from God. Okay? And when I'm feeling really frustrated about these people and what they've done, I'm like, ugh, I feel it out. I feel it out. I feel it out. And I feel that feeling leave my body. And I surrender it and I feel it fade away until another feeling comes to replace it. Okay? These people are like not wise, man. They're not wise. And they're not to be trusted. They're not to be trusted. This is what they said about you. To have people like cause endings in your life, that you're untrustworthy, you're not wise. Okay? But you're actually extraordinary and spirit like loves you. Like they're like, that's my child. That's my child. These people need to reflect. These people need to reflect. Wow. Wisdom. Cancer. I'm getting like somebody had cancer and they didn't even know it. But the fact that they were like pouring into themselves and having this transformation and learning all this wisdom, they cured their own cancer without even knowing. Without even knowing. Yeah, you committed to being silent when it came to like this bond that they want with you. Like that is like a trauma bond, or that is like a toxic bond, or that is like the same DOC, or that is like something real toxic. You're guarded towards this family, and that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. These people are straight up fucking evil. I don't care what anybody says. That's evil. That's evil. You don't cut somebody's hair off and have a ceremony about it and give their soul to something for you to gain. That's evil. Evil intentions, man. And that's not who I am. This will not work. And that's not who you are if you have like a family like this. Okay? It's not gonna work. You have greatness, man. Harmony. You're like so graceful throughout this family dispute. Like you're no idiot. You're no idiot, man. You're no idiot. And there's proof. Okay? Somebody's like, they got no proof. There's no proof. There's no proof. Okay? You know what I did? I grabbed that hair and I put it in the forest. Okay, I took the ties off of it and I let Mother Nature have it. I let Mother Nature have it as an offering. Okay? To have my back. All of nature. Okay? And I burnt that shirt in a fire pit. Okay? Because I'm a follower of God, of Mother Nature. Okay, and that's like the greatness in me. So they're like, she doesn't have any proof. She doesn't have any proof or something like that. It's like, whatever. God doesn't need any proof, man. God doesn't need any proof, and that's who fights my battles. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go play hide and seek. I gotta go play hide and seek. Have a good day, people. Stay in your power. Like you'll be able to create your own family, right? You'll be able to create your own family, and you might already have a little family, like me, right? It's me and my 2 little boys. I have a family. Okay, these rumors aren't like whatever these rumors that they're starting about you aren't true. Okay? And like the stuff that they spread about you overindulging is like, you made that happen. You made them like that. You made them like that. There's a lawyer who's overindulging here. X, overindulge, lawyer. So whatever that means to you, there could be like one X like sleeping with a lawyer. This X is in trouble for teaming up with a lawyer. Guilt trip. Someone could be like working together to be able to guilt trip you. Okay, don't allow that to happen. Don't allow that to happen. Aries. They said don't work with this person because they have an STD. They have a sickness. Okay, but this is going to backfire onto this Taurus. So there's a certain Taurus that's like, there's a certain Taurus in your life that's like not, they're like have a tight lip about working with someone to create you to go down a wrong path. They're committed to getting you in trouble, man. They're working with these people. A Taurus. You're stable and grounded. They want you to overindulge. They want you to overindulge. Okay? Okay, they're working with your ex. They're working with your ex. Somebody they're like speaking about is actually very unique, and they're painting them to be fucking nasty. They're like trying to play mind games with you, but these rumors aren't true. Okay, this person's actually very humble. Parental issues. Could be like having problems with your baby mama. Idiot. So there's going to be like a huge lesson learned here. Okay? About it. Oh, sacrifice. This is what I was talking about. In the reverse, so this could be denial. Peace, they want peace. Peace. It's time to grow. It's time to grow. I'm hearing it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. I don't care how old you are. It's time to grow up. All of a sudden, somebody wants to grow. All of a sudden, somebody wants to grow and work on things. All of a sudden, somebody wants a family. All of a sudden, somebody wants to protect what you got. They're fucking lying. Somebody's fucking lying. Okay? Have a good day, people. And don't get played. Don't get played. You got this.